So yesterday I identified the problem is with the code, and that code was not having a trigger with the pipeline or the YAML file which we have created. So it was having some conflict, maybe due to the framework or something. So we will use our own code. So let's create one project here. We will call it project 2. And we'll be creating a project in Azure DevOps. We'll name the project dash 2. We'll keep it private, and whatever the methodology, we are anyways not using the DevOps or sorry, Azure boards here. So we can choose any methodology here. Okay, so we have the project ready, and we'll go to our repo. In repository, we don't have anything. So what we'll do is we'll create a .NET Core application. So let me open my projects folder. So I'll show you, maybe I have showed it earlier, but what we'll do is we'll create a new one as well, so you can recap that knowledge. I'll quickly create .NET Core space project 5. So okay, all right, so we created a folder here, and if we type cmd on this folder location, it will open the command prompt here. So I'm simply opening a command prompt on that location, and what I will do is I'll create a solution or a command called .NET new solution and dash o, and the solution name will be demo sol. Okay, so we are creating a .NET solution using the command prompt. I will make it quick. So yeah, it's creating. Let me, so it's side by side. I think last time I showed you here. So yeah, I'll keep this one here. So it created a folder. Basically, this command created a folder, and that it created a solution file in it. Okay, next is, so I'll keep it side by side so we can see both together. So next is we'll go to the solution directory and we'll say cd demo sol. So we'll change our directory to this one, and if we do the dir, we'll get okay. Okay, so in directory we'll see the solution is created, and we have demo sol.sln file which is showing here. Okay, now we have created a solution file for .NET Core application. Now what we can do is we can create a MVC application inside this solution. So we can say .NET solution, or basically not solution, we'll say new MVC application, and N switch we'll use, and demo app.web. So it will create a folder demo app.web, and it will create a MVC application inside of it. So you watch it here, it created a folder and a MVC application inside of it. Okay, so now this is done. Now next thing is that we need to connect with our solution and the application together. So MVC application project is created separately, and solution is created separately. So we'll connect them together by typing a command which is called because our if we I will simply clear it and I'll say dir means we have solution demo sol.sln. So CLS, and we are going to tell this .NET solution demo sol.sln. Okay, and add to it is demo app.web, which is our folder, and inside of that folder we want demo app.web.cs project file. So we are connecting solution with the project simply. There is nothing much here. Okay, so this project file is connected with the solution file. This is what we have done, and there is command we will type it .NET restore. So it will restore the project. Okay, project is up to date for restore. Okay, then we can say .NET build. So we are building this project with the no restore. So I think switch dash no dash restore command and dash configuration. Okay, and configuration will be release. Okay, so basically this restore command we will use in our DevOps as well, and we are using it here. So same thing will happen on the DevOps as well. Okay, so we are doing the release here. So it's supposed to do here in here it will create a folder, I think in the bin release folder and .NET 8, and this is what it's going to do. So still the command is going on. Okay, build is succeeded basically. So we can see that .NET or net 8.0 folder was empty earlier, but now it is having a build compiled code here. So now what we can do here is just want to take it to back here. Okay, and now what we'll do is we are inside of demo sol, and so what we'll do next is let me see. We'll have to tell this. So we are on. I will just clear this, and we are on directory demo sol. And if we do dir here, we have application inside of this directory. So we need to switch it here. So I think yeah, we will say cd and demo app.web. And if we do dir here, directory means we can see that our which file we are, yeah, project file is here. This is where we want it to be. So our project file is here. Now if we type a command which is called .NET bin, so basically we are telling this that we want to go to bin folder, then we want to go to release folder, and then we want to go to net 8.0 folder, and there is a file called demo app.web.dll. So we want to run this project locally. So if I hit enter, it should start the project and it should run the project here. So my project is running, and if I want to check it, I can go to http:/localhost and 5000. So I'll simply open this here, localhost and colon and 5000. So my application is running. This is like default application, MVC application of the Azure, sorry, not Azure, .NET Core. Okay. So we have successfully created and run the application locally. Now Control C to stop this one. We stop this application. Now if we want to publish this to our what do you call repository, then maybe we can simply use the GitHub and we can publish it. So simply what we'll do is we will initialize our GitHub, but we need to go to our folder back. So I'll say cd, I think what is the command here, cd, I think this is, no, I typed the wrong command, cd projects .NET Core Proj 5 and demo Sol. I wanted to come here, but by mistake I just typed this one. cd dot is supposed to be in the DOS. Okay, so if we clear this and we say dir, means we are on the location where our solution is located. Okay. Who is joining? Okay. Okay, so finally we have this here and we are here, and what we'll do is we'll go to we are in our solution folder and we'll say okay git init to initialize the git repository, and then we'll say okay we want to add a ignore file, so we'll say okay .NET new and git ignore. So these command will create a ignore file for us in that. So if I open that folder here, I can see that git ignore is created and git is initialized. So these two things we have done here. Okay. Next is what we'll do is git status, and you can see everything is not tracked so far. So we'll say git add and dot means everything we want to add in tracking. So maybe I'll make it a little bit up. Okay, so here enter, and it will start tracking everything inside this folder, and then we'll say okay git commit and -m, and we'll say okay this is our first commit, so initial commit. So that's it. We have successfully committed our stuff in the in the Azure, sorry, in the Git now locally. And now if we want to publish this to our repo, we can do it. So before that, I just want to check my global configuration setting. I think I just need to set the branch for this. So git config I will say, and I'll say dash global and init and default branch I want it to be main. So I said that I want to set the default branch to main, and now if I check git remote, because we have to set the remote location, we don't have any location right now. So we will be setting the remote location for this one. We'll go to our repository which is empty right now, and we'll say okay push an existing repository from command line. So we can type this command git remote add origin and this command up to here, and control C, and I will go to my command prompt and I'll say okay I want to paste this command and hit this. So my repository is set now. If I say git remote and -v means I want to see what is the remote location of my git, and it will say origin, it is this location is to fetch and this location is to push. Basically these both are the same location. Okay. Now I will say okay git push to this location, set the origin default one, and dash all the what do you call all the Okay, all the branches. So hit enter. And now it should push all these branches to our location. Yeah, now it is pushing, and set up to track, everything looks good here. So if I go to repo, click here, I am able to see my main branch with my application. Right, up to this point I think everything is clear. And we'll go to, now I'll go to pipeline, and we'll create a pipeline, and we'll select our Azure repo. Let me see. Yeah. Here we'll select this one. It will automatically be identifying that what our project is type of, and since we do have .NET Core, so build and test ASP.NET Core project targeting the .NET framework. Either we can select this one, or we can create our own pipeline. So like these all type of projects we can create here. Okay, so let's try with the ASP.NET Core, and this one, go here, and it will write the code for us. Okay, like this. So VM Windows latest, everything, solution, variable, steps. So if you see, it has written a different code, like not like yesterday one, but little bit different here. So it will be building the solution for us. And whenever we click on this little icon here, settings, if we click on this, it will open the right hand side window, and we can see that we can make some changes here. So let's say the second one is new get command. If we click on setting, the command is like restore command, which we have run on the DOS command prompt. This is basically same, and it will be restoring on the solution, which is like automatically picking it up from here. If we go here, like in build command, we click on this setting, it will show all the parameters which are here, like solution is coming from here, Visual Studio version latest, so like this one, it will show here the platform, build argument, configuration, everything will is coming from here. Then if we want to test, this VS test is there, so select test using test assemblies. So this will perform this testing for us, and it will be happening on the search folder, will be our work directory, and this is how it will be. But now our objective is to not only build and test, we want to publish it as well. And for that we were having a code in place, right? So I want to see that code if that is aligned with this one. So I think I saved it somewhere, and I just want to look into it. Just hold on. So up to this point, up to variable point, we have, okay, we want to release this. We want any CPU. We want a solution to be, as a variable. We want step as new get tool installer. Okay, and we want the build command, so which is there, so we can have the build command here. That looks okay. Solution this, and then we want a publish command, right? So what we can do is we can go here on this one, and once we go here, we can just go back and search for the tool, which is going to be .NET Core CLI, .NET Core, and this is going to be CLI. I'll select this, and this time we'll say that we want to publish this. So we don't want to build it, we want to publish this, and publish web project. Yes, publish this web project, and the configuration we will have to provide. So configuration would be little bit different here, and that is going to be build configuration basically. So if let's say here, if we see this one, we'll have to check here. Let's see what else we have. output is going to be this. So build configuration argument, let me check in my command if I can find this. It's going to be argument. Just hold on. Let me copy argument which I have available, and I'll say okay, this argument we want to pass here. Build artifact here and this one. Okay, and here we should have zip after publish. We want to make it true. Add project folders name to publish path. This we may no need, but let's keep it here and just add it. So what will happen that it is going to add this command with this argument. Okay, I will make it little bit small so you can view like this. Okay, so this argument is going to be written here. Publish web folder true, command is there, and we want to zip it after publish. So I think that command didn't come here. Publish is there. Publish web project. I don't want this command basically, so I can remove this from here and I can make it here zip after publish this command, and I want to make it true. Because once we zip this, then only it can be uploaded to the web application. That's why we are zipping it. This is one reason. And then we are going to hit enter here and go to back, because this is like indentation we have to keep in mind. So next command, we want to create a task which is going to publish the pipeline artifact. So I think there should be a command or something, publish. Publish, copy, build, publish. Okay, what is that? Publish pipeline artifact, publish build artifact. I think this should be there. Let's try this. Maybe this is the one. Make sure that this is the correct one. Staging. It will publish the artifact from, and this is going to be the path. Drop. I think let's just create it. If it is not useful, we will just remove it. So publish build artifact. We want to make it publish what do you call pipeline artifact. This is what I want here. So I'll just simply, what I can do is I can delete this. I think I just need to select it up to here, and I can say pipe line publish pipeline artifact. This is the one I'm looking for. I click on this and it will say okay, pipeline workspace, target path or file path, artifact name. So we can provide like name of the artifact is going to be my website, for example. Okay, so and there is no custom property, so I'll simply add this. Maybe I will make it a little bit small.